What is up, everyone? It is a Friday evening and I got the Civic in here. I don't think I showed this yet. I maybe mentioned something about it, but got the CTR grill on it, looking fresh. Those are actually pretty easy to put on. The stock one's got some bolts down here, you can see. So basically, pull these little clips out here, and you can pull the couple out of the bumper, and then unbolt the bumper on each side here, and you can pull it out far enough to where you can get a small stubby screwdriver in here to get to these 4 bottom Phillips screws, and it just pops right out. But yeah, got that put in. I'm gonna put some paint on it. Right now it's just raw plastic, but I just kind of wanted to see what it looked like. And I got the car up in the air. I got some new parts coming for it tomorrow. New front brakes, because the brakes on this thing it shakes like hell. But new drilled and slotted rotors and new front pads. I've actually got an inner tie rod end that is bad, so I gotta fix that. Darn it. Before I can get the alignment and stuff done on it. I've got coilovers coming for it. My wheels showed up, but that's a stack of wheels. I won't show you that yet until I get them mounted. I got a little carried away with the offset. They might look, I don't know, I'm not a big hella flush fan, but I think I got them a little too wide, and they may look a little hella flush. We'll see when we get the car lowered on the new suspension. So that's that. But anyways, I'm out here. I've got the new 6.2 sitting down in the truck. It's bolted to the transmission. The torque converter is not bolted to the flex plate yet. I was kind of test fitting the old header on this side, trying to decide if I'm just going to use that header and then make a crossover pipe that connects over to this side. And I think that's what I'm going to do. I've been trying to find a stock cast manifold that'll fit there on the S10 chassis, and I haven't had such luck. So I think for now, this is just what I'm going to do. And just roll with that, because they worked fine, and I used them before, obviously. And they've already got V-bands on it, so all I got to do is just weld that crossover pipe up, get a flex pipe for it, and that'll be done. Got a new Summit SFI balancer for it. Buddy of mine, the guy with the Mustang, he actually had one of those laying around. It was a spare one, and for truck spacing on the accessory drive, didn't fit his car, so he was nice enough to give it to me. Thank you, Aaron, for that. And yeah, I mean, we're just kind of out here plugging away at it slowly. I called South Bay today, actually ordered a couple things from them, new injectors. We're going to try out one of their fuel pressure regulators, basically just like an Aeromotive and everything else. I mean, I've got this one that I've been using, just an eBay knockoff something or other, but I ended up calling them, like I said, to get new injectors, because I'm going to 150 pound, which is like 1600 cc injectors from South Bay. The all fuel compatible, so I can run pump gas, E85, race gas, whatever. So that'll be awesome, and I should have enough fuel. And ordered, what else did I order? I don't know, there's just some other stuff I ordered. You'll just have to wait and see whenever it all shows up. But yeah, so we'll wait for these brakes to come in. We'll start putting brakes on this thing. What's up, guys? Out here in the shop. So got some brakes on the Civic the other day. My drilled and slotted rotors came, and the ceramic pads came. All this stuff I've been buying off eBay, because that's the whole, whole thing behind this little daily driver build here. I ordered, like I said, drilled and slotted rotors, brake pads, wheels, tires, front lip, rear control arms. Since the lower control arm bolts always freeze up in these, I'm just going to bite the bullet. Bought new control arms, coilovers. I ended up buying a new head unit for it, or stereo, Bluetooth, whatever, and then a couple new door speakers because they were blown. pretty much right now with the cost of the car and everything I bought so far, there's still a couple other little things I got to get for the car. I pretty much right now I'm at like $1,800 in this little car, which is awesome. I'm super pumped about it. It's going to be a gas saver. This thing's probably going to get 30 miles a gallon. And I just wanted to look cool. You know, I wanted to not be so stock, just because I hate driving stock stuff. And I can't leave anything alone, so the minute I get something, I just start modding it, and it's just how it is. But anyways, this little car is an automatic, so pretty much all the modifications I can do to it are just going to be exterior, you know, how it looks. I'm not going to get carried away with it, which is why I bought an automatic. So I don't want to mess with it, don't want to swap it, do anything like that. It's just specifically for a beater, daily driver, something if I want to go to some little car meets and I don't have the boost knuckle ready or anything like that, then I can take this and just kind of cruise around and have fun with it. But anyways, so I ordered this front lip off eBay. It doesn't fit quite like I would want it to, but it fits like I expected it to for a $60 lip off eBay. It's a style like I've never seen before. You know, back when I was doing these as street cars, which has been some time ago, obviously, since this one's full race car. You obviously only had like 2 or 3 different options as far as lips go for the front chin spoiler, lip, whatever. And this one was pretty cool. It was a little different. It kind of had like a Mugen spoon type look to it, and from the look of it, it was like it was going to be really simple to install. It came in today. I literally slapped it on the bumper in like 5 minutes. I didn't even video it because it wasn't worth videoing, because it was literally just you set it up against the bottom of the bumper, and I pretty much just started from the center and just basically where the center of the bumper was, and I just worked my way out and just run screws up in the bottom of it. It was super easy. I mean, which most of them are, but this thing was way too easy to install. But anyways, here it is. It's called an first molding, or first molding, or they call it FM style lip. It's just a urethane lip. It's kind of a hard urethane. It's not super flimsy, but it's not like ABS plastic, so I mean it'll bend and stuff like the stock bumper will, which is good, so I don't end up breaking it off. You can see it doesn't really fit too good right here, and it's because the bumper hits this little lip in here. I could probably trim this up a little bit and get it to sit up against that bumper a little bit better. I'll probably end up doing that. Like I said, this was just like a 5-minute bolt it on and stare at it. Obviously I got the CTR grill in it, which helps it. I really got to polish these headlights. They're so yellow, they look gross. But yeah, so that, and then my little $17 Bluetooth stereo came in. This little thing, I bought one of these for Bernie and put it in there, and they work really well. They're super basic. You know, they've got hookups on the back of them. You can do Bluetooth, USB hookups, or SD cards. And literally, I paid $17 for this thing. It's retarded how cheap they are. You know, it's like if it goes bad in 6 months, it was $17. I don't really care. I'll buy another one. I won't have to change the connector or anything on the back of it. I'll just unplug it, plug a new one in it, and be done with it. I did. Let me open the door here. I did buy 2 new door speakers for it. I bought some Pyle speakers for it, and for the radio and the 2 speakers, it was literally like $31. So El Cheapo. And my other thing that came in, which I wasn't going to put them on, and I did anyways. My wheels showed up Saturday. No, my wheels showed up Friday, and then my tires came in today. And I'm pretty close to the fence here, so you're not going to be able to really see it. So I'm going to try and like back up here. I bought here Avid One AV19s and Achilles ATR Sport tires, which is the exact same tire I have on the boost knuckle on the 18, the little Pro Touring wheels that I have in there. These are the exact same tire, but in 16 and not 18. And then, but yeah, and I ended up stealing the blue lug nuts off the Civic because I was tired of those lug nuts on there anyways. And then you can actually see my drilled and slotted rotors there. Super pimping. But now all I'm waiting on is, like I said, rear lower control arms. You know, there's always these lower ones on the shock itself seem to be the worst. Don't mind that the fact that the muffler's missing there. But, and honestly, this will be the first EK I've ever lowered. Of course, this is actually the first EK I've ever owned. No, that's not true. That's not true at all. I had an EK hatch, but it was already lowered and stuff. But anyways, I got new control arms coming for it. They will be here tomorrow. And then the coilovers, which I bought, and the control arms were like 42 bucks off eBay. I don't even know what brand they are. They look decent from, you know, pictures. Who knows what they look like in person. But yeah, so $40 lower control arms for the rear. And then the coilovers that I bought were full body adjustable coilovers. And they're Max Peeting Rods is the company. I've actually seen them on a couple different YouTubers channels where they've installed them, and I watched some videos and kind of got and seen what people were using and how they liked them and all that stuff. And they're $206. You can't beat that for a full body coilover. They have a 2-year warranty. I probably won't even own this car 2 years, so whatever. But anyway, so I'm gonna get those put on. The wheels I bought from some place called A-Spec Wheels on eBay. They were a used wheel. They said tires had been mounted on them or whatever the case may be. I got these, opened the boxes. These wheels had never been mounted on anything. They were brand new in the box. The boxes had never been opened. So I don't know if they sent me the wrong ones or what, but these wheels were brand new, unopened, and I got them for like I think I paid $390 for all 4 wheels. Stupid cheap. And then the tires, I got the tires from eBay, obviously, because everything is eBay. And they were $205 for all 4 tires. Stupid. It's just dumb cheap. Some place called Gaga or Giga or something tires. Didn't make any sense to me, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, I totaled it all up with the lip, the wheels, the tires, the brakes, control arms, coilovers, radio, and the purchase of the car. I'm at like $1,800 in this car, which is awesome. So like once I get it lowered, there is a couple minor maintenance items I got to put on it. Like it needs an inner tie rod. It's going to need an alignment, obviously, because I'm lowering it and stuff. The windshield, somebody's replaced. It's got a brand new windshield in it, but whoever installed it did a crappy job, and it leaks water into the floorboard, which is half the reason why when I got the car, the interior was so nasty. Yeah, it was gross. I mean, it was just so gross. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much it. I'm hoping total, by the time I'm done with it, I should be in it for about $2,000 total, and that's literally everything. $2,000 for a cool little 33 miles the gallon, air conditioning, power steering, just beater driver. You know, like I said, I'm gonna take this to cruises, just show it off. People are gonna be like, man, that thing's rad. Be like, yeah, it's a single overhead cam automatic, super cool. But yeah, anyways, I think for trying to decide if this is going to be part 1 or part 2, because at this point, I mean, I've already got the wheels and everything on it. There's not really much else to do other than do the coilover install. So maybe I'll just make this kind of the initial one, and then like super baller whenever I get it slammed and on these wheels. I think it's going to look really, really good. I hope the offset isn't too wide. These are, which I didn't mention, these are a 16x8 plus 25 offset. And they are a 205/45/16. So I mean, are pretty, I mean, in all reality, I won't say they're wide, they're just, the offset makes them look really wide. But I'm gonna try and lower it probably about 2 inches, maybe 2¼ inches. The good thing about the coilovers is obviously you can adjust it how you want it, get it set and level. You know, and I'll probably get it down I'll probably do 2 inches, drive it, kind of break all the springs in, you know, because over time they'll obviously start to sag a little bit. You kind of wear them in once they've got some weight on them. So I'll probably lower it a couple inches, maybe try and do just the poor man's alignment job just to get it pretty square after I replace the inner tie rod. And then probably drive it, see if it settles, and then from there go through and do my final height adjustment and get it setting completely where I want it. Like I said, it's not going to be super low because the offset is going to end up, I'm going to have to roll the front fenders and probably the rear fenders as well, just a little. But I'm not going to completely lay it out on the ground and go hella flush or stance or static or whatever terms that everybody's using nowadays. I don't know. We just call it lowered. That's old guys. But yeah, so I'm just going to lower it probably 2 inches and just drive this thing. And then we will get back to messing with the boost knuckle. Maybe one of these days I'll find somebody that actually wants to tune this car and doesn't, you know, it's funny too because everybody's like, you waste your money on so much stuff. Why you got all this money and you're blowing it on dumb stuff like that. But that I'm going to use and I'm going to get so much enjoyment out of that. This thing, I could go out and spend $3,000 on it. And then something goes wrong, I get so pissed off. But at least this thing, I got less than $2,000 in it. And it looks cool. And that's awesome. And this thing, you know, like, the sad thing about this is I'm probably going to have about 1/3 of what I have in this car, in this truck. And it's probably going to end up being faster than this thing was. So that's awesome. Try and be smart with your money. eBay parts. Be smart with what you purchase. Anyways, don't forget, my battery's about to die. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, MRE Motorsports. We will see you guys later.